Good afternoon, watch enthusiasts. This is OJ Whatley coming to you from Watch You Want. And we are so pleased to have you tuning in to our Watch You Want YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. So if you like our videos, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc., so you can receive notifications and updates of our most recently posted videos. Additionally, all of our watches can be viewed on our website, live in real time at whatyouwant.com. So today I have the great pleasure of being able to talk to you about the Patek Philippe 5153. The 5153 is a really neat piece. It happens to be the Patek Philippe Calatrava automatic officer's case back. Again, this is the 5153G in 18 karat white gold, and this happens to be a pretty rare bird because this piece happens to be the 5153G in white gold with the black dial. In fact, they no longer make this watch. It was very short-lived in the black dial, and now the only way this watch is available as a 5153 in white gold is with the white dial. So the black dial is no longer available. And one of the things that really sets this watch out is that beautifully guilloche dial. Guilloche dials in the Patek Philippe lineup, in particular in the Calatrava lineup, are extremely rare. And what you'll notice first and foremost is probably the most stunning feature of this watch, aside from that very cool officer's case back, is that magnificently hand guilloche engine turned dial, that sunray-like or fan-like pattern going around the center of the dial really showcases this watch and really gives this watch a really great look and feel on the wrist. So that guilloche is just in the center segment of the dial, and then on the outer part of the dial you have gorgeous 18 karat white gold high polished sliver hour markers, which perfectly complement those high polished 18 karat white gold, sort of those oversized Dauphine hour and minute hands, and of course that very elegant sweep seconds hand. One of the things I really do like about this watch is that the sweep seconds hand, as opposed to a subsidiary seconds dial, really gives this watch a much more balanced look, a much more legible look, and really allows you to appreciate, you know, that awesome artistry of the guilloche dial there. Another feature that I really love about this watch, as you can see, is this massive winding crown. This is probably the largest winding crown I've ever seen on a Patek Philippe, and it's a function of that officer's case back. I'm going to turn it over so you can see, but that officer's case back case coming back and almost forming shoulders, which allow the crown to sort of protrude out. The net effect is it really gives you an oversized winding crown that's really easy to get purchase on and allows you to quick set adjust the date and or, you know, advance the hour and minute hands. But again, what I love about this is that this crown, again, as compared to pretty much any other Calatrava, is really quite an oversized crown. And instead of being sort of barrel-shaped, it's almost onion-shaped. Almost onion-shaped like on the Aviator's watches, I dare say. So it allows you to get a really good purchase on the crown. Of course, that crown is 18 karat white gold, and it's got nice edging to it, so you can get a nice grip to it. And at the same time, because it sort of protrudes out, it's really easy to get a good purchase on it without having to get your fingers behind it, which is, you know, one of the problems that I encounter with watches where the crown is almost, you know, right up against the case. In this case, it gives you a little bit of room. Let's take a look at this watch on my wrist. So this watch is a 38 millimeter 18 karat white gold case, and I've got sort of a baby size wrist. My wrist is about between 7 1/4 and 7 1/2. And what you're going to see on my wrist, and apologies for leaving the frame of video, of course, but again, what you're going to see it on my wrist as is just a really nice, well-fitting watch. At 38 millimeter, it's a nice size. It's very accommodating, very versatile. It can be formal, and at the same time, at 38 millimeter, it's among the larger Calatravas. So I'll let you take a look at that. Again, this is it on my wrist, and allows you to sort of see that guilloche. Now I've got, intentionally, I'm getting some glare on the dial so you can sort of appreciate, you know, that fan-like guilloche texturing on the dial. I'm going to just turn it a little bit. And now I'm going to take it off and allow you to see the case back, which I think is one of the really awesome features about this watch. Additionally, as you can see, the watch comes with an 18 karat white gold folding deployment buckle with the Geneva seal on the buckle. And of course, it's on an 18 karat original Patek Philippe. It's on an original alligator Patek Philippe strap. It's a black strap with sort of a gray stitching. So here we go. We're going to look at the case back. So as you can see, it's a solid case back at first glance, and there's a little lip here, a little protruding lip right here, which allows you to open the case back and really admire and view that fantastic movement. That gorgeous 18 karat gold winding crown. And then of course, as we look at the case back, it is stamped with the original reference number, 5153, along with 750 for 18 karat white gold, and the serial number. And of course, triple signed with the Patek Philippe Geneva seal signature and the Patek Philippe Geneve Swiss stamping as well. There you have it. And what's neat about this is, you know, that mirrored case back allows you to take a closer look at the movement through the reflection, or you can just push it away and look directly at that movement. This features the 324 movement. Let me just make sure that's the right reference number. Apologies. Yeah, so it's the 324 SC caliber movement. It's got a power reserve of 35 hours, and it is automatic, in fact, as you can see from the winding crown. And sort of one of the neat things about this watch is it really is sort of a throwback to the original, you know, pocket watches. Essentially, this looks like a pocket watch that had lugs soldered to it, which is originally what they did with the original pocket watches to make them into officers' watches, is they welded or soldered lugs to the case, and then they attached straps to the lugs. As you can see, there's a pretty good clearance between where the lugs end and where the case begins. And as you can see from the side, there's a pretty good distance. Those lugs are pretty nicely and generously oversized, and they have those flathead screws which accent the lugs. So what's interesting is they do have another caseback Calatrava model. It's the reference 5227G, and what's interesting about that watch in contrast to this watch, number one, it's a slightly larger case at 39 millimeter as opposed to 38 for this case. But interestingly, that watch is only available with an ivory dial, not a white dial. It's not available with a black dial either. Again, it's just that ivory dial. It does have that see-through case back, but what you'll also notice about the crown on that watch is it does not quite have quite the same oversized and easily accessible crown as we find on this watch. Additionally, that watch, standard from the factory, does not come with the folding deployment buckle. It comes with a tang buckle, and in fact has a higher retail than this particular watch. So in my opinion, this is a much greater value. And again, most importantly, this white gold black dial variation is very infrequently seen. I mean, you're talking about a real rare animal here. The 5153G with the black dial is a watch that you rarely see. We've got this watch available on watchyouwant.com. As always, if you like our videos, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. As well, you can view all of this watch as well as all of our other watches, our entire inventory of watches, on our website, watchyouwant.com. Thank you so much for your time. And as always, wear your watches in the best of health. Thanks, and have a great day.